Yeah, good evening, one and all. Can you please respond whether my voice is audible? All the people, can you respond, Andy? The screen is okay for all of you? Okay, yeah. First of all, today I will be starting my session with the file IO. After file IO, I will enter into the databases using SQLite. Okay. Now, first of all, let me discuss about what is the purpose of these files. Okay, now? Now, till now, what we are doing is we are writing a program. Okay. We are writing program. After writing program, what we are doing, we will give some input. And sometimes we may get some intermediate results. And finally, we'll get some results, final results. Now, I'll ask one question. Are we storing the results in any location? No. As of now, we are not storing. Okay. So, most of the programs are transient. What is the meaning of transient? The data will be stored in the RAM, in the memory. Whenever you switch off your computer, the data will go out. The process is called as transient. In the sense, they run for a short time and produce some output. When the computer ends, the data will disappear. So, if you run the program once again, it will start with a new one. Okay. Now, on other programs, they're called as persistent. Means store the data for long time. Store the data in long time. Now, in order to store the data in long time, what we will do? We need to store the data in the permanent storage on secondary like hard disks, not on the RAM. So, even though when we shut down and restart the computers, the data will be available in the database. Okay, na? Okay, na? Now, one of the simplest ways to read and write the data means store the data in the form of notebooks. Can you respond, Andy? Now, Python supports two different kinds of files. One is text files and another one is binary files. Okay. Now, actually speaking, these two files may look same, but how they are storing the data is different. Okay. Actually, by looking at that, how the data will be, but both binary and text files store the data in the form of series of bits. Okay. Both binary files and text files will store the data in the form of bit series of bits. Means zeros and ones. But bits in the text file stores in the data of characters. Is bits in the text file stores the data, but bits in the binary file stores in we can't study, we can't read it. So they will be called as the data is in unreadable format. Okay. Whatever the data which was storing in binary format, they will be unreadable format. Within few minutes, I'll show you. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of binary files? All image data, audio data, video data are called as binary files. Now, whatever the data which you are storing in the old documents and notepad documents, Excel file, these are called as text data. Okay, na? Clear for all of you? Now, whenever you want to see, just a simple example, I'll show you through by taking a notepad. See here, what will happen? Yeah, I'm going to open one notepad. Now this process, shall I call it as opening? This process, shall I call it as opening a file? Now, if I want to close it, I will close it. Means, now if I want to read the data or if I want to write the data, first step, what to do? Yes, very good. That's it. That's it, what we needed. Okay. Now, if I want to read the data or first of all, what it will do? See here, first of all, opening. Finally, closing. Okay. In between opening and closing, we are going to have various kinds of operations. Reading data, writing data, and appending data. Okay, Nama? Reading data, writing data, appending data. What is the difference between writing data and appending data? Appending means adding the data at end, like append function and extend function of list object. Okay, for all of you. Now, The first and foremost job, what you have to do is called as first of all, we need to call open function. Please listen carefully. Open is a function. The first one is file name. Okay. Both are string arg. Second one is file mode. Okay. Now this is the name of the file. This is the name of the file. And this is the mode. R for reading. W for writing. And A for appending. Okay. Same thing. This is nothing but text files. For example, if I want to store same thing in binary format, you write RB, WB, and AB. Okay, Nama? That's it. Now, whenever you write this open function, by default, it will be having file handler. This is very, very important object. This object is called as file handler object. Using this object only, you can read data, you can update, sorry, you can write data, and you can append data. Finally, you can also close a file. Okay. Reading data, writing data, appending, and close can be done using this file handler. This everyone must know. Okay, na? Clear for all of you? Once again, I'm repeating for new people. Now, open is a function. Directly can write, and it is file name and the file mode. Okay, and which always gives an argument object called file handler. Using this object only, you can read the data, you can write the data, and you can append the data. And including, you can close the file. It is a rule. Okay. Now, while writing some data, reading data, am I closing the file? Now, you should do all these operations using FH dot. Okay, for all of you? All you please kindly respond, Andy. Okay, for all of you? It is my humble request. Yes. Now, with your permission, can I go? My friends, join here. Chorandi indulo. కనిపించట్లేదా మీకు నేమ్స్ తెలీదా ఓకే yeah see here first of all I have to discuss about open function kindly respond now see here open is a function first argument is file name second argument is mode now we will get an object called file handler using this object only I can read data I can write data I can append the data including closing where R stands for reading mode, W stands for writing mode, A stands for append. Okay. Can I continue, ma? Now, is once you have opened the file and close the file, you have to do various kinds of read and write operations. So the first function I am discussing called the read function. Read function read the data. See here, it has to be activated by using a file handler. Or read function. Now I can specify how much size I can read. If I don't specify the size, total file will be read. If I specify the size, whatever the size we specified, that data will be read. See here, okay, Nama? Then now opposite function is called as a write function. Write function always has string object. Okay, shall I go for this first of all? Yes. Do you see here? First of all, let us discuss about this. Can you please see the screen? The screen is okay for all of you? The screen is okay? Now, I already told you, Kadama, first of all, you have to open a file. How this is happening? Just a minute. Opening can be done. Yes. See here, opening can be done by using open function, file name, and write mode. If you want to read the data, first it has to be read, na, right? So always, first of all, you have to write a file. Okay. Now, OBJ is nothing but file handler. Using this object, I'm writing the data. Later, we'll write long files. Write up Python is a programming language. Okay, for all of you. Okay, Nama. See here, after reading and writing, everyone must close the file. It is a rule. Closing is mandatory. Okay, na? Now, opposite function I'm doing, I'm reading the data. Now, I did not specify its size, so I will read entire file. Okay, na? Now, in the second example, I will be specifying the size as 10. So, 10 characters will be read. Okay, for all of you? Okay, Nama? Append will be discussed in a few minutes. Okay, na? So, with your permission, everyone know how to write, how to read. But what is the drawback of this one? What is the drawback of this one, please? Now, listen carefully. Actually, if you look at any file, or this is called as \n. Shall I call it as a new line character? After writing first line, shall we go for second line, Amma? Third line, and so on. Now, if you want to read, write, read. Till now, we are doing in terms of characters. Now, you can also read and write in terms of lines. Okay, now it can be done using a function called, see here, ma. Please look at here. Yes. Read line. Read line is a function. It will read the data line by line until you get \n. It will read the data. See here, ma. Read line is a function is used to read single line at a time. But what is the problem with read and write? We will do only one character at a time. Okay? Okay, Nama. Sir, I don't want to read and write in a single line. Yes, you have another job called, see here, you have another job called read lines and write lines. Now, I can read multiple lines and I can write multiple lines. I can read multiple lines. Okay, for all of you? Now, can I continue, Ma? Is it okay for all of you? Now, another important point, 5 minutes we'll discuss about another point, Rama. Everyone must know this. Please, everyone see this. Lablo Rama. Oh. Viji. Now, let us look at here. Is everyone? Everyone look at here. Shall I call this point as a starting of a file? Okay. Shall I call this point as the end of a file? Now, for example, after reading 10 characters, shall I call this point as a current location? Okay, na? Gurtunda. Now, once again, I'm repeating. This is called as starting. Whenever you take any notepad, you start writing from top left corner, kada. So, I will start writing from here. This is called as starting of a file. Normally, we will close the file at the end of the file. In between, sometimes if I read 10 characters, so this is my current location. Okay, na? Now, in order to know, see here, please, we have two functions, tell function and seek function. What they will do? The tell function will tell where exactly the file pointer is. See here, I have my file pointer, maybe here, any location. Now, tell is a function which tells us where exactly the file pointer is. See here, this method returns integer giving file handler's current position within a file. Okay, now. Then there is another function called seek function. Now, seek function will choose. See, let me clear the screen now. Okay, please. The seek function will change the location from this is called as beginning. This is called as end. This is called as current location. Now, I can change my file pointers from any location to any location. I can put at the beginning of file, I can put at the end of the file, I can choose anything. This can be done by using seek function. See here, seek is a function. This method changes the position of the file. How it will be done? By using two arguments. The from what is very, very important. If the from what is 0, we will move the file pointer to the beginning. Here, beginning means ikkada. When the second argument is 0, file pointer will go for beginning. When the second argument is 2, it will go to the end of the file. Now, when the file pointer is 1, we will go to the current location. Look at here. 0 means beginning, 1 means current position, and 2 means end of the file. Okay, now? So I want to discuss with a small example here. Now, example, if I ask, first argument is offset. Offset ante Are you going forward or are you going backward? Okay. Here. Now, if I see, if I fc of 0, 0 means end of the file. ఇక్కడ తీసుకున్నామా ఈ సెకండ్ ఆర్గ్యుమెంట్ చూడండి, నేను ఏమన్నాను ఇక్కడ, ఫ్రమ్ వాట్, ఈ ఫ్రమ్ వాట్ ఈ 0 చూడండి, ఈ ఫ్రమ్ వాట్ ఈ 0 అమ్మ, నేను 2 అన్నాను కదరా ఇక్కడ, 0 అంటే బిగినింగ్ అమ్మా, 1 అంటే కరెంట్, 2 అంటే ఎండ్ కదా. మరి ఇప్పుడు ఏం చెప్పాను ఇక్కడ, 2 అంటే ఏమవుతుంది, అదే కదా తెలుగులో చెప్పాను కదమ్మా, బిగినింగ్ ఎందుకు వస్తారు. నౌ ఐ డిడ్ నాట్ డిస్కస్ అబౌట్ దిస్ ఆబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ లేటర్. First you have to identify the second argument. The second argument says that yes, end of the అన్ని నువ్వే చెప్తామా, ఇందాక బిగినింగ్ అన్న ఇప్పుడు ఎండ్ అన్నావు, మా తర్వాత మధ్యలో అంటావు. You answer it, you always stick to one answer. Okay, this is beginning, this is end, this may be the current. Okay, now this 2 moves the file pointer to the end. 0 అంటే అక్కడే ఉండిపోతుంది. See here, fc of file 5, 1. This is my current position. 5 bits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Moves file pointer 5 positions from the current location. Okay, Nama? Moves the file pointer from the current location. I will move 5 points now. fc of -5, 1. From here, I will go 5 steps back. Now, -5, 2. End నుంచి 5 positions back. That's it. అర్థమైందా? Is it okay for all of you? Now shall I discuss a simple example? Yes. Can I go? Yeah. Can you please look at the screen, Amma? Everyone? Please. Can you please look at the screen? Now, I'm opening a file with the file.txt and with read mode. R stands for read mode. Okay, R stands for read mode. Now I will read my entire file. Means after reading to the last character, I'm calling read function. Means we are at 35th location. Will you agree? We are at 35th position. Okay, Nama. Now my file pointer is at 35th location. Now what I'm doing, see here, fc of 5.0 and ఏం చేశాను. Yes. Now this maybe if we call a 35th position, this is 0th position. From the beginning, I am moving to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. అంటే ఏం చేశాను, 35 నుంచి ఇక్కడ తీసుకొచ్చాను beginning కి. From the beginning, I moved 5 characters ahead. And I'm reading 10. ఇక్కడ నుంచి I'm reading 10 characters. Now read this. What is happening? Earlier my data is this one. Which one? This one. Python is a programming language. See, after 5 characters, I'm reading 10 characters. Okay, Nama? N is a program. This is output. See here. Okay, Nama? Okay, Nama? I did not done anything. Okay, na? అర్థమైందమ్మా? I hope everyone is okay with the tell function and seek function. Can you respond, online people, please? Can you please respond, Amma? Is it okay? Amma, if you respond, I can go forward. Yes, no issue. They don't respond. Forget about it. Now, I will be doing one job, Amma. Please. Reading and writing multiple lines. Now, if you want to read and write multiple lines, you have a function called write lines function is used to write the data. Now, which data I'm writing? This one. In the list object, I have taken Python \n, Java \n, CPP. Okay, now? So, by using write lines, I'm writing this entire list object. Now I'll show you. See here. Now I will open this language.txt. Look at here. Language.txt. There it is. Yes. Open it. Are you finding Python, Java, CPP? So what is the purpose of write lines function? Write line function will write the data, not in a single way. Multiple lines it will write. Okay, Nama? Now, shall I read the process of reading the lines? Please, shall I print the data, read lines? Now, one thing, I will change this logic and, sorry. Yeah, ఇక్కడ మనకి ఎంత సినిమా అక్కలేదు. Just give me 1 minute, 1 minute, please. Not this is not at all required. Here, what happened? What happened? I'm reading all the lines and store it in a variable called as statements. Then, by using for loop, I'm reading one by one. That is strip in the quadrum. If you have any spaces after that, okay, Nama? You can remove this also. Doesn't matter. Okay. But strip in the quadrum, majorlo spaces unta delete and goes on. Sorry. Now it will come. Okay, for all of you. 1 minute. 1 minute. So can I continue? That means everyone knows that how to read the data, write the data in terms of multiple lines. So with your permission, can I write the data in terms of binary format? Yes, see here. Now I will be taking an image. See here, you will be finding an image here, file pic. See here, what is happening? Now, file pic is a binary file. So I have to use RB, reading in binary mode. See here what will happen. See here, are you finding any readable format data? No one, no human can read it. Okay. So whatever the data we are storing, it is not available in binary format. Okay, for all of you. Now, I will also show you one more one. Listen carefully, Emma. Now, I wanted to store this list. See here, list object. This list object, I will be converting into binary and store the data. See here. Then I will go for winfile.bin. See here what is happening. List object, I am converting into binary array, byte array. Now, I will show you. See here. Store the data in the form of write binary. See here, please. See, where is that? Yes, look at this. Open it. Open this. It is also unreadable, Amma. E and O. We have not written this data. Whatever the data we are writing in the binary format, we can't understand. Okay, na? So shall I do reading purpose? See here. I will be reading the data. See here. I will be reading the data in binary format. Now I am unable to understand, Amma, whatever the data I am reading, I am unable to understand. Is it okay for all of you? Okay, now. So text data is different, binary data is different. While reading text data, we'll use modes such as RBA. While using binary format, RB, WB, AB. Append not discussed till now. I'll discuss append. Now, with your permission, I want to discuss about few minutes with a new syntax. Can I go? I will be introducing a new syntax, reading and writing. This is one way to read and write the data. Now, I will discuss about another way. With your permission, can I start? Now, another way of reading and writing data is called as using with syntax. This is syntax number 2. Okay. Now, in this new syntax, what will be the advantage here? With the open term, file name and file mode. Okay. Earlier, file handler will be at left side. Now, file handler will be at right side. And as is a keyword. And here, whenever you write this, it is true, I will be executing block of statements. But no need to write file close function. No need to write file close function. See here, with statement automatically closes the file after executing block of statement. Okay, the block of statements execute and ventane close function will be done automatically. Okay, now in the syntax with and yes are keywords. Okay, with keyword followed by open function and should end with colon. It is a rule. Okay, so by using this new syntax, can I discuss a few examples? Yeah, look at here. Please look at here. Now, I will be writing some data. See, I will be with is a keyword, open is a function, two arguments, file name and mode as F. F and a file handler. Now, this data I'm writing to the file. You know, write function. Can I continue, Amma? Now, same thing I will do opposite C. Read data. Okay, Nama? Okay, na. Then here I will be doing appending function, appending A for appending. Whatever the data I'm appending, it will be added at the end of the data. Then I'm reading the data. Is it okay? A for appending. Append always adds the data at the end of the list. Okay? Okay, Nama? Now, I wanted to go to a new topic for exception handling. Okay? I will shift my focus from here to exception handling, which is there in languages like C++ and Java and C#. So, in minutes, I'll discuss about what is exception handling. Okay, please. Exception handling. No, it is files only. It is files only, but I will be shifting focus for 2 minutes. Okay, exception handling. Okay, actually, basically, an exception is an error. An exception is an error. An exception is an error. Okay, if it occurs, okay, it will terminate the program execution. It will abnormally terminate program execution. Terminate program execution. Okay, Nama? Now, as a programmer, what we will do? We will write some statements. We will write some statements. Okay. Now, as a programmer, we need to handle the exception. How it handle, I'll discuss. The process of handling exception is known as exception handling. Okay. Now, it can be done by using various keywords. Okay. The first one is try block. Okay. Next one is except block. Next one is finally block. Okay, Nama? So everyone complete the statement. Later I'll go for explain about the keywords. Done, Nama? Can I continue? Okay. Now just give me 1 minute. Let me erase this and explain more. Now, I want this more explanation, and please see here. Now, in the try block, this is called as try block. You can write any number of statements. What we can write here? Statements here. The statements that has to be monitored for exceptions. The statements that has to be monitored for exception. That has to be monitored for exceptions. ఏదైతే స్టేట్మెంట్స్ ఎక్సెప్షన్ వస్తాయో, ఓకే ప్లీజ్, ఏదైతే స్టేట్మెంట్స్ ఎక్సెప్షన్ మనం అనుకుంటామో, those statements we will keep it here. Okay, the statements that has been monitored for exception will be written in the try block. Okay, అర్థమైందమ్మా? This is point number 1. Now, if an exception occurs, it will, if an exception occurs, it will, sorry, otherwise control will be forwarded to except block. This one, control will be shifted to except block. Now except is also one more block. Here we will write statements to be monitored for exceptions. Statements to be monitored for exceptions. Okay, Nama? Now, what we will do here? Whatever the exception comes, we need to handle it. Then, final is a block. Here we will write the statements. Is important, Nama. Final is a block. Finally block contains. First, I'll write one point. Finally block will execute. Finally block will execute irrespective of exceptions. What is the meaning of that? మీరు ఎక్సెప్షన్ క్యాచ్ చేసినా చేయకపోయినా ఫైనల్లీ బ్లాక్ విల్ బి ఎగ్జిక్యూటెడ్ అండి. ఫైనల్లీ ఏమి రాసినా ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే, అండ్ నార్మల్లీ వాట్ విల్ రైట్ ఇన్ ఫైనల్లీ, that code will be here except. Finally will be user for no, finally will be user for closing operations and memory deallocations, generally speaking. Okay, Nama? Now you should follow this procedure, Amma. See, after try you have to write except. After write it's optional. Finally is optional. Okay, but try and accept you have to write order prakaram. You have to follow the order. Now I will apply this technique in the files right now in 2 minutes. Can I go? Online people, can you respond, Amma? Can I go?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Everyone has taken. Shall I erase it? Media ask what le mani indikela rastara. Oh, very good. Okay. Ayipindamma? Yeah. Click here, Amma. Everyone, please see here. Now, if you observe this code carefully, please let me clear this. If you observe this code carefully, you people are going to find one thing. I will tell you what is that. See here. Actually, I will show you. I will go to the directory and check out. Do I have any file called file2.txt? See here. Do I have any file called file2.txt? I will delete it. I have deleted this file. There is no file. I am also deleting file. There is no file object. Now, see here. I wanted to read the data. See here, what is happening? See here, please, everyone. Now I am in the try block. Try block has various statements. Here, the try block has various statements. Any statement may cause exception. Okay, so this statement is trying to accept. Dot read. If I try to read the data from this file, but do you have the source in the location? No. So the exception will be raised here and printing error in opening a file. Actually speaking, in the source, there is no file called file2.txt. Okay. I'm trying to read the data from this file, but there is no data. What will happen? it will see error. So error will rise and control will be shifted to accept. Here we're writing in opening the file. But finally, whatever you write here, it will print. After finally, it will go to the next statement. So what is the output? Error in opening file and end. Okay, Nama? First ఇది print అవుతుంది, తర్వాత in file, in end. 3 statements will get print. Okay, now see here. Okay, Nama? Now, shall we insert some data? Then shall we read it? Now, see here. I'm inserting some data. Welcome to VQ Software Technologies. And which file I'm entering? I'm storing the data in l2.txt. Now, see here what will happen. Yes, I have written some data now. So now I'm eligible to read the data. See here. Now I'm eligible to read the. See here. Welcome to VQ. Okay, Rama? Everyone understood? Can I continue? Then next very important point. Yeah, just give me a few minutes, Amma. I want to show you some file contents. So this is my directory. Kada. Everyone can see here. I will make it as large. You extra large. Me extra large. అదేనయ్యా అర్థమైంది కదా. Okay. Now see here. How many files are there here? Mostly 11, 14 files. Kada. I want to read all the files from this directory. Okay. I don't want to read and write from single file. In real-time situation, you have to read data from multiple files. Yes or no? So what we will do is, I wanted to get this entire files. For that, now next few minutes. See here. I will be using a library called OS, operating system. Now it has a path called absolute path. Chodandama, oka nimisham, please. Now I'll go to this path. Go down here. See here. Shall I call it as a path? T:users HP desktop AIDS 430 file IO. Shall I call this as path? Yes. Now see here. Now OS dot get working directory. What is my current working directory? Is file IO. This is file IO and the remaining is path. See here what is happening. అర్థమైందా? అంటే నేను ఇప్పుడు ఎక్కడ దాకా వెళ్ళాను? పాత్ వరకు వెళ్ళాను. Now from the path can I extract the data? Now there is a function called list directory. I want to list all 14 files from this location. See here. I wanted to list all 14 files from this location. Got it, Amma? Okay, na ikkadi varaku chudandi amma logic. I wanted to list all 14 files from this location. Yeah, this you remove this. Totally you have 14 only. You have 14 only, Rama. Now read this one second. Wait. Just read this. Okay, na? After from that, I wanted to extract only the text files. See, what is my logic? See here. For X in list directory, I'll take one file at a time. Please, this logic is important, Rama. I will be reading one file at a time. Adhavainda? Then, if the file is ending with .txt, yes. Now, I am appending those files into this list object. Ante, whatever the files which are having text files, notepad files, I am keeping in file names. Okay, kada? Chudandi. This is yes. Now, I will take one this file and I'll print this data. Here, file or variable in Fn, I'll take one file. Then open the data and read it and append the data in data. That's it. My job is done. Now I'm about to read the data. Now I'm about to read the data from multiple files. Now, wait. No. Wait. RB and writing in binary format. You can also use R. Yes, it will read only text. Okay. అర్థమైందా? అంటే whenever you are reading data from multiple files, there may be having some spaces, there may be some special characters. So we are reading in binary format. Okay. There is no specific rule about it. Okay, Nama? Okay, now. Yes. Now I will be here for 2 minutes. Any questions, Amma, here? how to handle the path. How to yes. Now, wherever your file is saved, that will be the current working directory. Okay, na? Maybe you will save your files in C drive, a D drive, in some location, in your name. Whatever my IPYNB files are saved, that will be the current working directory. Okay? Advainda? Clear? Now, shall I continue? This is about second way of programming. Now, next 15 to 20 minutes, I want to discuss some exercises from files. Can I go, Ma? Yeah. Next 15 to 20 minutes, I wanted to discuss some exercises. Amma, every topic I'm discussing exercises, including from string object, I'm discussing exercises. But you have to practice the exercises by your side. Okay? I'm teaching both of them in the class, but your responsibility after my completion of the class, every program has to including object programs and exercise programs. Okay, now. Okay, then write the notes properly on your notebook and maintain regularity for the class also. అమ్మా ఇందులో మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్ ఎవరైనా వచ్చారా? రాని వాళ్ళు ఎవరన్నా మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్ ఎవరైనా ఉన్నారా చూడండి. మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్ ఇంకొక అమ్మాయి ఎవరు రావాలి కదా? నాకు తెలియదు కాబట్టి అడిగాను. ఓకేనా? ఉన్నారని అడిగాను, లేకపోతే ask them to come classes regularly. ఎందుకంటే we are starting databases. After databases, I'll go for object-oriented programming. Then I'll go for NumPy, Pandas. NumPy nunchi your official course starts. Okay, AIDS will start. Till now we are discussing about Python only. Okay, in another 6 to 8 sessions, I will be entering into your AI data science. You join for that course. On top of that, you should have a clear-cut ground knowledge on core Python. That's it. Clear for all of you? Now, with your permission, can I start exercises? So, first of all, I will go for once again. Yeah, can you please respond? The screen is okay for all of you. Now, I will be taking a file called expenses.txt. Please read it, Amma. What the expenses.txt consisting of, please. Yeah. Now, it has expenses in terms of dollars, Amma, not in prices. These are the items prices, ranging from 1 digit, 2 digit, 3 digits, and so on. Okay, na? You understood the problem? And every line consisting of one expense. Okay, now I will show you a third way of reading the program. See problem, read the problem statement, everyone. File consisting of expense.txt. It is consisting of expenses, each an integer, one line per line. Ante kada. And write a program, reads a file, prints out how many expenses are greater than $2,000. See? You have some contents about $2,000. Okay, na? These needs to be printed. Advainda? Got it, Amma? Now my job is to print all on the same line. So the third kind of programming I'm writing. See, this is not there syntactically. Now I will be taking list comprehension. See, now first of all, for variable in file mode. This is opening mode, you know, na kada? variable in open expense.txt. Okay. First of all, I'll open the first one. If I have content, so it will go to for loop. Sorry, it will go here strip. Okay. So every time it will take one by line, one by one at a time, and I'm extracting the data. See here, these are the data which is available on the file. Now, we will wait here for 1 minute, Amma. Can you please understand this? Can you please understand this? Chapandi? Okay, na. If I remove this strip, what will happen? Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. But every time it will give backslash. Okay. For this removing purpose, we are using strip functions. Can I go? Now, awesome. This is third way of program, not needed. Now, see here what is happening for item in items. So what I am doing is I will take one item at a time. The first item is called as 151. So 151 will be stored here. Now, this 151 is a string kadama. String has to be converted to integer. After conversion, I'm asking, is it more than $2,000? No. If it is more than 2,000, I say this is not, 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 this one. This is greater than. Now, 2,201 will be appended onto the list object while converting into integers. Okay. That's it. Please spend at least 30 seconds to 1 minute on this logic. If you find any difficulty, I will explain once again. Online people, please kindly respond and spend 30 seconds to 1 minute, Amma. Please. If you find any difficulty, please ask me. Any questions, Amma? Today we have seen three ways. First one is normal way, second one is with syntax, third one is list comprehension way. You did not find this logic in most of the textbooks. You'll never find this logic. I found this logic in one of the beautiful book from USA. I will share that book to you. Okay. Will you practice? That consisting of programs as well as exercises. I'll share that book to you. If you want to increase your core Python knowledge, you practice that book. Very simple book, 200-page book. It will create enormous logic. Okay. Now, can I continue? I have this book since 10 years. I never given to anyone. It is there in the net, but no one can understand the importance of that book. Just 250 pages. Most of the Indian writers, they will write 600 pages, 800, that doesn't matter. Pages doesn't matter. Logic is important. Okay. Now, yeah, after this, I'll show you. Can I continue, Amma? Next. Now, my next program is, I will be using word list.txt file. Words list A to Z. Okay. Now, I want to find out all words that contain string called QUOT. It actually single quotations undalama. One thing. You should have a single quotation QUOT. Okay, na? Now, what to do? I need to read all the words at a time. Then I will write some condition. If the word consisting of the word QUOT. And alaga, in operation kada. That's it. My job is done. See here, what is happening. See here. First of all, I will read that. I'll print it here. I'll show you. From A to Z. Can you please look at here, ma? So I don't want to print the words, kada. So shall I put star symbol here? So I will read the words. Now see here. I will read one word at a time. Now if the word ఈ ఫస్ట్ ప్రాబ్లం ఏంటి? ఫస్ట్ కండిషన్. Yeah, one thing, Amma. Let me share my screen. Yeah. Now, here, what is my next problem? Now, all the words at least 6 characters. This is condition number 1. So my second condition is starting, ending must be 3 letters. Same 3 letters, Amma. Same 3 letters. Abdamainda. That's it. Now, can anyone tell me how to write this? Yes, very good. First of all, you read one word, then calculate the length. Yes, very good. And no. You know slicing. Colon 3. Colon 3 double equal to -3 colon. Ante first 3 letters, last 3 letters must be same. Yes, see here. See here. Let us read the words, and the length of the word is greater than 6, and colon 3 and -3 colon must be same. When these two conditions satisfy, then I will print. See here. First 3 letters are A and T, last 3, and it consisting of 6 characters. Okay, na? Kindly spend 2 minutes, Amma. Please kindly spend 2 minutes on here. Yeah, online people, please don't the session, Amma. Leave the session, please. Very, very important programs you are teaching. Okay, na? Any doubts, Amma? Now, can I continue to one more word? Now, see here. Can I continue? Next. See, the longest word that starts and ends with same letter. One thing. Sorry. I have 1000 words. I need to print longest word. Okay. And that should end with first letter, last letter must be same. Whenever you want to find this kind of logic, large number, small number, you take first number, any word as a large. That's it. Let us start this process. Please, next we have beautiful topic. See here. Now, my first word A has been taken as longest. Now, I will take one word at a time. And see here what I'm asking. See here. My first character and last character must be same. And length of this word must be greater than this longest word. 30. We already discussed about biggest of 3 numbers, biggest of list in the biggest number in the list, biggest string in the list. String. We already completed. Now I will kindly spend 1 minute on this sum. Please kindly spend 1 minute on here. Okay, na? Now, shall I go for another very, very important program, Mama? See here. Next time, very chala important program, Mama. This one. Please kindly read it. Please kindly read it. Please read the problem statement. Write a program that reads through words list. This we have not written, Amma, a question. This we have not done till now. But whenever you go to technical examinations, they are giving this problem. what they will do is read the data from one file, process, write the data to another file. Once again, I'm repeating. Read the data from one file, process it, write the result to another file. Till now, we are printing on the screen, or we are printing onto the list object, we are printing. But we have not written the data onto the file. Both the tasks will do a single storage. Here, first of all, I am opening a file for writing mode. Is it okay? Now, see here, I am reading the data, one data at a time. I will read all the words. Then I will take one word at a time. If the length of, see here, read the data contain the words which are 5 or less than 5 characters. So length of the words is less than or equal to 5. Then see here, instead of printing this line onto the screen, I am printing onto the file. Okay. Here, line refers to, file refers to output file. Now, my data will not be printed here. My data will be printed in new_words.txt. Okay, Nama? See here. Go to file and check it out. New_, where it is? Yes. See here, you will be finding words which are having 1 character, 2 characters, up to 5 characters. Got it, Amma? Now, please identify the logic for 2 minutes, please. Any questions, please ask. Oh, wait, please. Please thoroughly check the logic. Any difficulty, please tell me, Amma. Okay, Rama, can I continue? Is it okay, Monish? Sir, Miru? మీ పక్కన ఒక అబ్బాయిని ఒకే వచ్చేవారు కదండి, ఈ మధ్య రావట్లేదు, ఎవరు ఉన్నారా? అంటే ఏం ప్రాబ్లం ఏంటి? ఊరికి వెళ్తే ఆన్లైన్ అంటే వచ్చు కదండి. Okay, can I continue to another program, Mama? Now in the next program, what I'm doing, see here, each line of the file called population.txt, population, country and its population. Okay. Now this file consisting of, see here, population.txt, population, all are popul. Yeah, populate achotna. I don't know like rasam add the The first one is country China, 136 crores. This is 10 years back, and India is the number 1. We are the largest country for production. Next one is India, 126 crores. Now it was 150 and it was 10 years back content. But program I want and content is maybe changing. Like this, we have country and its population. See here, now you have the different, what is the difference between them? Tab space. Okay. Now, how to work with this kind of data? Yes. Amma, I have taken one more example for every concept. See here. Now, I am reading the data. Yes, see here. In between, you people are going to find /t. See here. China /t. India /t. Now, what to do? I need to split it. Yes. Split /n. Split with /t. /n and new line. /t and tab. So this L consisting of two things: country name and its population. So L of 0 I'm storing as country, L of 1 is storing in population, because it is a string, needs to be converted to integer and store. Then I'm asking if the first character is equal to I, India, then population greater than 50. See here, the country is starting with I and greater than 50,000 population are printed here. Okay, Nama? You got the good knowledge? Now you know what is this meaning? Line dot split. Now it will take two things. One is country name, another one is its population in terms of strings. So L of 0 will be the country name and L of 1 will be the population. But it will be string. So needs to be converted to integer, then print it. Okay, Nama? Okay, now. Yes. Now, I don't go further. We'll stop here, please. Actually, you want a complete, but please kindly practice. This will be the introduction for databases. Okay, files and words. Then tomorrow, 2 to 3 days, we'll go for SQL databases. Then one more day, we'll go for JSON, PDF, and XML. Then we will get basic knowledge of databases. That will be the introductory part for our course. Okay. Now, online people, can you respond, Amma? Any questions, Amma? Due to internet problems, we face some problems.